These are the answers you just gave me today. No, a couple days ago. I do appreciate it. Non-momentary tech related questions. My questions were these. One of which is what were the two World Tower Center buildings and that were hit by planes on September 11, 2001? The north and the south tower of the World Trade Center were hit by the plane. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. But what about this? You gave the articles the for the two towers, but you did not the main building, the main kind of name of the building, the World Trade Center, were hit by planes. Good. And what time and which building did American Airlines Flight 77s crash into on the September 11, 2001? It crashed into, right? But first of all, that I want to mention in advising the grammatical revision is this. The original word that you put here was in. Okay? What is the difference between in and into? This is pretty much stationary. What does that mean, stationary? That's right, stagnant, stationary. But into, there is some kind of imagery or some kind of movement there. Okay? Movement. It's a little more dynamic once you think you are going to use the preposition into for a specific sentence. Okay? You want to add, you want to later, insert the meaning, like a movement in the sentence. So it crashed into the Pentagon at 9:40 a.m. That's a little better, okay? Right? 전치사 into는 펜타곤처럼 어떤 입체적 cubicle, like cubic structure, and 부딪힐 때, right? 그걸 묘사할 때는 into is a little better. What about onto? What's the difference between onto and on? The same rule can be applied to these two prepositions. Onto, like this, boom. Surface. Something hits the surface, then you might use the preposition on. But about onto? On plus movement. That's onto. You get it? All right. Okay. Let's move on. Next, what was the intended target of United Flight 93, and where did it eventually crash? Remember? It's literally confusing, your previous sentence, but I just got rid of it. I can take it back because I just overwrote it. But my answer is this: it was presumably intended to. Okay, presumably. The question. Oh yeah, you wrote a present tense verb, which is wrong because the question. You need to pay super attention to the question, okay? Because you need to refer to the past like a tenses and the numbers, like a number agreements of the subject and the verb. That's really, really important in generating English sentences. Or what was the intended target of United Airlines Flight 93? It was presumably. Can you say presumably? Like a probably or presumably intended. Because you don't know really what the true intent of this hijacked airplanes was. Okay, but I can say presumably intended to crash into the World Trade Center or the Pentagon. But it eventually crashed in somewhere, Shanksville in Pennsylvania. Okay? And next, how many people died at each of the following locations? The World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Shanksville in Pennsylvania. Okay? So every time you submit a report or a review or a an article, you need to also pay more attention to the words, the World Trade Center, the Pentagon. Okay, so in total, 종합적인 합계를 말할 때, this is like a cliche. What is a cliche? 상투적 표현. 응당 쓰는 합의된 표현. That's cliche. It's kind of boring, conventional, not, provoking any intrigue at all whatsoever. Highly conventional. But even so, we want students to use these things frequently. In total, 2,753 died at the World Trade Center. This is your original sentence. All right? That's good. The original writer. But 184 war casualties. 선생님이 늘 말하던 상황에 적합한 영어 단어 쓰기. 일부러. Can you say casualty? What does that mean, casualty? 총 사망자 수. Okay. In what sort of situation, particularly, you think we need to use the word casualty? When you deal with a 재난, like disastrous events such as tornadoes or tsunami, okay? Natural disasters. And also, one of the shocking and stunning cases that astonish almost everyone in the world, such as the Itaewon. And what else? The landslide case or earthquake that happens earlier this year in Japan. Okay, so casualty. Can you say casualty? Of the crash into the Pentagon. Okay, and another 추가할 특정 숫자를 말할 때 이것저것 숫자 말하자면 또 하나 추가될 거 말할 때 another 40 또 다른 80명 died in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Next, finally. And in what year of Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al Qaeda, responsible for these attacks and eliminated by the U.S. Navy team? But actually, my question was wrong. I should have put SEAL there. It's not your fault. It's my fault, actually. But Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al Qaeda, you just wrote eliminate. He eliminated American citizens. I get it. But was that the questions that I intended you to answer? No. Osama bin Laden was eliminated. This is a huge difference. Huge difference. Okay? All right, thank you.